Welcome back to our channel, and thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you are new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so that we can bring you the latest news as they happen. And together, we shall work together with our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, and Eastern Security Network to make our Biafran dream a reality. Some NUPE and Gwari DSS operative who does not want their identity to be disclosed cries out that the Buhari government ordered them to poison Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at the criminal DSS facility and for them to claim responsibility. But the criminal DSS operatives, sensing what trouble that would lead to, despite the billions of naira promised them, refused to accept the Fulani Nigerian government order. You know, the Fulani Nigerian government, they always like using orders to do their bidding. Because of the NUPE and the Gwari refusal, these have led to Fulani terrorist attacks at their communities in Bida in Niger State and the takeover of Suleja Mina Road, where the Fulani terrorists have been killing many of their relatives. The Fulani Nigerian government, very frustrated with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's stand that he will never betray Biafrans by denouncing or backing out of the Biafran restoration struggle, despite all the torture he has been exposed to in the hands of the Fulani terrorist Nigerian government. The Fulani Nigerian government planned to do the same thing. The late Nigerian military head of state, Sani Abacha, did to MKO Abiola, but they don't also want it to happen in their custody. They don't want it to happen in their custody because of the resultant consequence. You know, they are afraid. But one thing the Fulani Janjaweed does not know is that all hell will be let loose if anything happens to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All hell will be let loose. And they will not be able to stop whatever that happens. All this, their terrorist military, they think, or they are relying their hope on, they will all run. They can see the way they are running out when the Boko Haram terrorists, rat-attack Boko Haram terrorists, attacks their military base. They will run. The best thing for the Fulani Janjaweed right now is to release our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, unconditionally. Because he has no business being at the DSS detention facility. He has no business there. He committed no offense. The Fulani terrorists and the Boko Haram terrorists that are supposed to be in that detention, none of them are there. None. Instead, the Nigerian government are releasing them with deceptive excuses that they are repentant terrorists. You know, the Fulani Nigerian government are not happy the way things are turning out. And they have refused Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers and families to visit him at the criminal DSS detention facility after the criminal DSS operatives opened up. The criminal DSS had no choice but to clear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers and family to visit him at the criminal DSS facility. They have no choice. According to report, the families and lawyers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have now been cleared to see him at the criminal DSS facility. His brother, Prince Kanu Meme, said the visiting team is now clear to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu family and his team of lawyers have raised fresh concerns over his safety, claiming that the Nigerian Secret Police, the criminal DSS, had been denying them access to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Binta Yanko, a Fulani judge at the Federal High Court Abuja, who is also conniving with the Fulani Nigerian government in the illegal detention of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, had said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should have been allowed to meet his lawyers and family members twice a week, that is, Mondays and Thursdays. However, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's younger brother, Prince Emmanuel Kanu, last Monday said he was at the Abuja headquarters of the criminal DSS, where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is currently detained, but was not allowed to see him. His younger brother said he has been denied access to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on two separate occasions at the criminal DSS services, Abuja. As lawless as the criminal DSS is, it goes to show that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's life is in grave danger. It remains the order of the court that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be seen twice weekly. But the lawless criminal DSS and the Fulani Nigerian government does not want to obey the court orders. And that is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu brother said, why can't he see his brother, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Has he been killed or poisoned by the Fulani Nigerian government? There must be proof of life, and the whole Biafrans will demand the proof of life. We demand it. The Nigerian Association of Economists says over 90 million Nigerians are currently living in extreme poverty due to bad economy and incompetence on the part of Buhari-led government. The president of the Economists Association, Innocent Eliazu, a professor of economics, who stated this during the association's Revival's Award dinner party held in Owerri, Imo State, said the pathetic situation was as a result of bad economy caused by incompetence, greed, corruption, wickedness, and mismanagement of the Nigerian economy by the Fulani Nigerian government, and warned that if the situation is not adequately addressed, there may be serious famine in Nigeria by 2025. That is, if the country still exists. Professor Eliazu also pointed out that one of the major causes of failure of the Nigerian economy was the overdependence on crude oil, which continues to dominate the Nigerian export sector. This crude oil is also one of the reasons the Fulani Janjaweed hates Biafrans, because Fulani wants not only the oil but the land that produces the oil. Biafrans have refused to allow the Fulani Janjaweed to have their way, to have the Biafran ancestral land after stealing our oil and polluting our land. My brothers and my sisters, that is what the Fulani Janjaweed is fighting for. That is what they are fighting for. The Fulani terrorist bandit leader, Garba Shehu, acting as senior advisor to the imposter Buhari on media, tried so much to deflect questions from international reporters, and he didn't know when he lied that the former Nigerian president, Goodluck Jonathan, tried to rig the 2015 election. Everyone knows that the foreign Fulani terrorists terrorizing Nigeria and Biafra were brought in by Buhari to rig the 2015 and 2019 presidential elections. They also used the underage ÅİR to rig the election, and the Western nations, led by the then US President Barack Obama and the UK Prime Ministers, helped the Fulani terrorists, Nigerian government, to rig themselves into power. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video, and bye-bye for now.